But bro, when I handed the phone back, her face screamed, "Why God? Why?"
Damn!
Like,
that was the feather that broke the camel's back. She's done.
The baby said, "Every time you look down, you think of me." Raw. We all like it raw.
Whoa.
There's consequences. Some people get a rash, others get a gremlin named Nash.
Damn.
It's not just you that suffers. No, when you don't pull out, the rest of us are pulled into your nightmare.
Oh,
Cut to me
bro,
3
what the
weeks
hell?
ago, and I'm one of the last people to board a plane to Austin. When I get to my seat, I notice an empty one next to it, and I'm
Nice.
thinking, sweet, poor man's first class. Then,
Awesome.
I heard it.
Oh, hell
I
no.
know I make a lot of diddler jokes, but excuse
Hell no. Bro, I would, oh man. Trust me, imagine that for like 5 hours and the baby's just crying.
me. Fiery tits! Hey,
Damn.
is this your seat?
Fiery
That's right. I sat next to a couple and their 11th-month-old baby. 12, he needs a seat, but
man.
11, it's fine. Just holding your arm.
Actually, when I went on my trip to Texas, there was a young couple with a baby, and that baby was so quiet, so like no one really cared. But like if it was raging, I promise you that flight would have been so shitty.
Arms. Who needs a life preserver when you're holding a pool noodle? Now I was expecting a cry fest, but what I got was much worse. Because this demon would just randomly, no build up
Oh
either,
my
just
God.
sporadic. Oof, thanks kid. Almost fell asleep there. On top of the
That's
random
crazy.
shrieks, this kid had permanent, I'm about to throw up face. Now, I would never hit a child. But if one is vomiting at me, then I'm throwing a stiff arm. No one's throwing
yeah,
a
for
penalty
sure.
flag on a plane. If I'm in danger, I will grab a face mask. Sorry, can't juke in a seat. Besides, it's going to be really hard to convict without any cameras.
Facts.
Assault? No, you mean turbulence. Sounds more like a God problem. Anyway, what were the parents of this hellspawn like? Well, if I had to describe them in one word, it would
What?
be defeated. Mom looked like she was
Damn!
the gender
That is so true. Like, she's like just straight exhaustion.
reveal, and Dad just kept rubbing his head, probably thinking,
Bro.
why didn't I pull out? And their outfits
Oh,
matched
man.
their desperation. Mom had on a crop top that kept raising above her C-section skirt,
Oh.
and Dad had on dirty white New Balances with a knee brace.
Oh!
The only thing f***ing them was reality. Now, the mom was trying her best to distract the baby, bouncing it, rubbing its back, shaking it just enough not to be considered a crime.
Oh,
But
shit.
nothing was working. Baby would throw out tard face for a moment, then go right back to glitching. Finally,
Oh,
she decided to give her baby some Coke, also known as Cocoa Melon.
Hey,
Cocoa Melon is like
If it works, it works.
drinking a Red Bull during a seizure. Every time
Oh,
I hear the
shit.
theme song, I lose a memory. If I wanted to torture someone, I'd strap a VR headset to them, set the brightness to max, and play 1 hour of Wheels on the Bus. Round
Oh god. I'm
But Coco
screaming.
did its job and distracted the baby. Probably
worked.
because it couldn't say, Jesus Christmas, make it stop! Anyway,
Yeah.
about an hour later, the mom starts to doze off, which to a baby is the perfect time for mayhem.
Oh,
And
for
just
sure.
as the mom passes out, the baby swats the phone.
Oh,
out of her hand.
shit.
I go to pick it up for her and feel a small piece of the screen missing.
Oh, no.
I'm thinking, well, this chick's life's already broken. What's
Yeah.
another stressor at this point? But bro, when I handed the phone back, her face screamed, why God? Why?
Damn! That was the feather that broke the camel's back. She's done.
The baby said, every time you look down, you think of me. 20 minutes after that, and they start handing out drinks. Mom gets a water, and the dad gets a double shot of bourbon.
Yes,
Even the
sir.
flight attendant paused like, you good, bro? I got a ginger ale
Exactly.
and immediately regretted it. Normally, I'd sip it occasionally, but
Why?
this baby be flailing. I don't want to be playing goal line defense for the flight, so
Oh,
I
for
just
sure.
chugged it. Now, after the adults got their bevies, it was time to feed the baby. So the mom
Alright.
starts breastfeeding, which wouldn't have bothered me, but she
Okay.
takes both tits out. Like, is he looking for seconds? I'm only rocking a half pin.
Why? Why? There's no need. Okay, hey. However you want to do this, you do it. I have no idea. All right.
Each. How do your udders work, cow? But even with options, the baby was not feeling it. He'd suckle
Damn.
for a bit, then look around, almost to say, "Ugh, it's a little bitter." After snacks,
Damn.
the baby, of course, shit himself. But
Oh,
the parents
gross.
do not get up. Smell is thrusting around the cabin as I'm thinking, they have to notice. How could you not
Yeah.
notice? No. Miss. What?
Damn.
I think he pooped himself. Ugh, here,
Yep.
let me get up. So the mom takes the baby to the bathroom, leaving me with Peakton High School Bill. He looked
Yep.
like he was one diaper change away from ending himself, so I say to him, hey, is that your only kid? Yep. First one's always the hardest. Do you have any kids? Me?
Nope.
No. I have a dog. That's why I'm happy. Dad just squints at me for a moment and goes back to looking at his phone. A few minutes later, the plane hits some
Wait, what was on his phone? Hang on. Wait. What was on his phone? Go back.
turbulence.
No.
I'm happy. Dad just squints at me for a moment and goes back to looking at his phone.
What the hell?
A few minutes later, the plane hits some turbulence, and I'm thinking, how's that diaper change going?
Yeah,
Random
crazy.
RNG. Soon after, the mom comes out with fresh marks on a crop top.
Ah,
and before I
gross.
can get up, she just hands me the baby like an in-flight snack,
What the
saying,
hell?
pass him over, then heads back to the bathroom. I quickly toss
my
it at
gosh.
Pops, and of course, it starts to cry. But
Oh
without
my
missing a
gosh.
beat, the dad just shoved
What do you mean? Pass him over? What? Wow, that is wild.
A finger in its mouth, and just like that, silence.
All right,
Damn,
that
I guess
works.
putting it in doesn't always create problems. But problems be coming because
What?
Stacy is back, and before she can take her seat, her husband just holds the baby out like, take it,
Damn.
take it. This sparks some whisper fighting of, I held him all day. You can't even hold him for 5 minutes?
Damn.
Shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Don't
Dang.
ever tell me to shut up.
Is love.
Hey, what are you doing, baby? Stop grabbing at the what? Oh, you little gremlin.
Bro's
God,
mean.
I'm gonna slap your little hand so badly. Ow, right. So I take off my headphones and continue to write down all the chaos when the mom looks at my phone and says, are you writing about us? You're disgusting.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
disgusting. Why do I know what both your nips look like? You give them dinner and a show? Then she tells me to delete it. I'm like, delete what? Delete what you're writing about us. Miss, I know your life's in shambles right now and you're lashing out because you lack proper coping mechanisms, but you can't force me to do anything.
Facts.
So how about you turn back towards your biggest mistake and deal with this shit?
Oh,
You dealt
shit.
yourself. Is this Karen serious? Hello, can you please move him? Is there a problem? Yes, he keeps harassing me and I want
man.
him moved. Man,
Oh,
we're about
man.
35 minutes from landing and this is a full flight. There aren't any open seats. Can he switch with someone? I can't force another passenger to give up their seat. If you feel
Facts.
unsafe, I can notify airport security to meet us at the gate and they'll take a full statement. Good,
Oh,
do
shit.
that. Pause. Now, I love trolling Karens, but a plane is
damn.
not the place to do it. They're a bunch
Yeah.
of tired, stressed out passengers trying to make connections, and I'm not going to amp up some walrus for the lulz. It
Alright,
would have
no,
been
for sure.
so easy. All it would have taken is a simple, did you just come from the beach? Because your be sandy.
Damn,
Or,
bro.
the woman's value is based on looks, and yours are gone. Or
Yo.
just drive into the lake. Or just drive. Just drive right off the pier to a peaceful life. Oh, and take your luggage with you. Don't give them to a better fam. Drown them in the sedan.
God.
Or I could turn to the dad and say, bro, remember, you can always walk away. That is her
Damn.
responsibility. It's your
What
tax.
the-
Pay taxes and die. That's life. Or 23 pills. Just 23 pills and it's all over.
That's
25 for the
crazy.
squad. You're going to let someone else quarterback your team? No.
That's
It's either
crazy.
touchdown or
Oh, damn.
guaranteed that would get one of them vibrating.
Oh, for
I
sure.
decided to be lame and sit there
On
quietly
that stressed out flight, for sure, that's gonna get one of them heated.
All right, maybe I can bypass security. I'm a fast speed walker. There's no way I'm losing to a bitch in flip-flops.
Damn.
But her screaming, stop that man, could cause some problems.
Oh, yeah, for
Tits.
sure.
I think I'm gonna have to wait for security. But if I make them laugh, I think I'm in the clear. All right, let's start organizing some one-liners. Okay, we got Sandy Cooter, how do your udders work, cow, oh, you know what, maybe not that one. Finally,
Yeah.
we land in Austin, and as soon as they turned
right.
off the fasten seatbelt sign, got interesting.
Oh,
I stand
shit.
up and throw on my backpack when the mom says, don't think you're getting away.
Oh,
I
damn.
obviously didn't respond, but the husband sure does. Firing back are you serious right now? I'm not wasting time because you're PMSing.
Oh! Yo, what the fuck? Yo, the husband is... You can tell that is a husband who is just exhausted, stressed out, tired. Like, bro, he works a 12-hour shift and now he's on this flight and he fucking hates it. Like, bro is going through it. He is going, like, legit through it. And I have a homie who just had a kid and, yeah, trust me, this shit's valid.
Ooh, that's right, floodgates are open. I'm so sick
Damn.
of you doing this, she mutters while fumbling with the baby bag.
Damn.
Keep your voice down. Don't tell me to calm down. Lower your fucking voice. Then the baby starts
Yo.
wailing, and now it's a scene.
Oh,
I glance around the
gosh.
cabin and see
Ooh.
phones slowly
Oh, no.
rising. Eventually, we start inching forward, and the mom just forces her way into the aisle, saying, move! Person behind is like, Jesus Christ, lady!
Yeah.
Flight attendant comes overhead, saying,
Let's all try to exit in an orderly fashion.
Then as we're continuing to shuffle our way off the plane, the mom says, I told you this trip was a bad idea.
Oh,
Dad
shit.
responds back with the coldest, this trip wasn't a mistake. Marrying you was.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! Yo, you see the reactions right there? Dude, their reactions here are is me. Oh my gosh, holy crap.
Goes,
Ooh,
As
yeah,
I
that'd
make it
be
to
me
the terminal,
too.
and sure enough, 3 security officers be waiting.
Oh,
Before I
shit.
can even adjust my backpack, I hear, that's him right there. So I stop,
Aw,
but the
man.
dad keeps walking. Doesn't look back, doesn't
Yeah, the
say
dad
a
doesn't
word,
care.
just beelines it straight to freedom. Mom
he's
starts
over
chasing
this.
him, yelling, Jim, wait! Jim! Jim! I turn
Yeah,
to one of the
Jim's over this.
officers and shrugs, saying, Karen's. He nods
Yeah.
like, yep, that tracks. And I
Yeah.
took that as my cue to keep moving. As I
Yep.
made my way to bed,
Bro did exactly what I would have done. Ah, Karen, what are you gonna do, right? And then you just get the fuck out of there.
claim, I began to reflect on all the chaos when it finally hit me.
up?
Parenting isn't a journey, it's a crash landing. One
Oh,
moment
shit.
you're dogging in the back of a Honda Civic, the next you're holding a wet pool noodle, wondering where it all went wrong.
Oh,
all
yeah.
it takes is one bad decision. One, we'll be careful. One thirsty
Oh, yeah.
text of you up for a lifetime of turbulence.
Oh,
so
for
the next time
sure.
you're thinking about not wearing a seatbelt, just remember, is better than touchdown.
Exactly.
You need a license
Exactly.
to drive.
Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. Do not be silly. Wrap your willy. I don't care if it sounds dumb. Do it. Don't ruin your life. It's not fucking worth it. That could have been a nightmare.
but not to spawn a gremlin. The real danger isn't the Jeep, it's off meds Pete. Babies aren't a starter Pokemon, okay? You don't just get to pick one and hope it evolves into a functioning adult. Why is it burning things? You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button.
Man, I love this one.
Push the button.
Another W video from offending everybody. I love this one. Guys, do me a huge favor. If you like my reactions, subscribe and leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, I will talk to y'all in the next one. Alright, I'm gone. Later.